What's up everyone? In this video of the day, I'm going to talk a little bit about what is the toughest, easiest target in trap shooting. See you in a second. Alright, so I was out at the club the other day shooting, and I was talking with another shooter about a straightaway. I think the straightaway is considered one of the easiest targets in trap shooting, but it's actually, it could be considered one of the toughest or maybe the most commonly missed. The reason it's considered to be the easiest is simply because you don't have to move your barrel very much to get to it. So, for example, if I'm on post 3 and I already have my hull point set fairly in the middle, then I don't have to hardly move my barrel at all to go get it. I just have to move it up a little bit, so that makes it pretty easy. But it's also extremely difficult sometimes to hit it if you're not disciplined. So the reason this is there's a few reasons that can attribute to the difficulty of this target to hit. The first one is that it's easy to take your head off of the gun. So probably the worst time I ever made this mistake was in 2016, the Arkansas State shoot. I was actually 99 straight, got to the 100th target, and yeah, it was a straightaway, and I did take my head off the gun, and I did miss the target. So, 99 straight, had a chance to break 100 straight, and then missed it on the last one. That's probably the worst time I've ever made that mistake, but it definitely does come to my mind whenever I'm, thinking about shooting a straightaway. Whenever I'm talking about that. Is make sure you're keeping your head on the gun. It's super easy to take it off, just because, like I said, most of the time, especially on post 3, I think it's the same on the other posts as well, but I think it's more so on post 3 that you're just going straight up to the target essentially. You have a little bit of a move horizontally, but vertically, that's your main move. So I think it's really easy to take your head off of the gun. And part of that could be too is, if you have an angle, I think that your peripheral vision is going to catch that target a little bit quicker versus if it's a straightaway, maybe your gun can block it for a little bit of the target's path. And that leads me into the second reason that I think this can be a tough target, and that is hold point. This is something that I've kind of experimented with over the course of the years I've been shooting, and that is the hold point, especially on post 3. So if you get a straightaway, it's perfectly up the middle of the trap house if you get it on field 3. So if you have your hold point set exactly in the middle of that house horizontally, so you may be up a foot above the trap house, but in a horizontal fashion left to right, you're right in the middle of that trap house. Well, if you get that straightaway, your gun barrel is actually going to cover a significant portion of that target's flight path, which is in turn going to minimize the time you're going to be seeing the target. So, one way you can kind of help this situation out is if you're a right-handed shooter, I would recommend that you have your hold point, maybe 6 to 12 inches to the right of middle. That's going to allow you to see that target a lot better on the straightaway. This is something that really helped me out. And vice versa, if you're a left-handed shooter, then just make it 6 to 12 inches to the left of middle. That's going to be something that will help you out, I think, a lot. And I think this is something that it can be pretty easy to mess up on. You just put your hold point in the middle. But it's something that whenever I started paying attention to it and really making sure that I did it, it helped me see the straightaways a lot better. And hopefully not miss as many of them, especially not whenever you're working on 100 straight. That's not a great time to miss the last target, but or to pick your head up. But anyway, another reason that I think this could potentially be a tough target is follow through. So if I'm getting a straightaway, like I said, there's not much horizontal movement, even if you have your hold point so a little bit to the right, a little bit to the left, whichever way you need to be. But there's a lot of vertical movement, and there is follow through on this target, and it's very important that you follow through. You're just following through up. So, maybe if I get a hard left, it's easier for me to visualize the follow through because I just go like this. I just keep the movement that I had. But with a straightaway, it's very important that you follow through and you continue going up. I see a lot of guys, and I'm guilty of this too, is, you get that straightaway and basically you just move your gun up and you stop right there, and it can cause you to miss it. Make sure that you follow through on the upswing a little bit. You don't have to go a ton, but just a little bit, and that'll really help you out. So guys, thank you so much for watching today. I appreciate it. I hope this helps you out on straightaways. It's an easy target, but it can be very difficult if you lose sight of the fundamentals, or lose discipline for a second on those fundamentals. It can turn into a very difficult target and a nightmare to shoot. It's no fun to be out there and miss 10 or 15 straightaways out of 100, or even miss one. Really, that's not something you want to have happen either. So focus on these things, on the straightaways, and I think it'll help you out. Try it next time you're out the club. Subscribe to my channel here. I'd appreciate it if you did that. You can watch another video here. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching.